Good morning and welcome, and thank you for joining us. My name is Noraida Negron. I'm the Public Information Manager for the City of Laredo and your MC for today's press conference as we highlight the continued safety and security of our great city. Before I continue, I would like to present the guests that are with us this morning. First and foremost, our Mayor of the City of Laredo, the Honorable Dr. Victor Trevino, and his wife, Ms. Rosa Marquez de Trevino. Also with us is Council Member for District 1, the Honorable Gilbert Gonzalez. Also our Mayor Pro Temp and District 5 Council Member, the Honorable Ruben Gutierrez Jr. Council Member for District 7, the Honorable Vanessa Perez. U.S. Representative from Texas District 28, the Honorable Congressman Henry Cuellar. And of course, our Police Chief, Miguel Rodriguez. According to a recent Wallet Hub study, Laredo has maintained its reputation as one of the safest cities in Texas and also in the entire country. And we're very excited about this. In fact, recent data from the FBI, as previously supported by our congressman, showing that Laredo is one of the safest cities in the nation when it comes to also violent crimes, particularly when compared to other major cities. At this time, I'd like to introduce our speakers who will be providing more insight into our city safety measures and also achievements. First, please welcome Mayor Dr. Victor Trevino, who has been a strong advocate for keeping our city safe.
Thank you. Good morning. Dr. Victor Trevino, Mayor for the City of Laredo. We're here today to share the good news that Laredo continues to be the safest city, as has said, in the state of Texas, and continues to be one of the safest cities in the United States, according to the Wallet Hub study that was mentioned, and validated also through federal and state statistics. I shared this fact with Governor Abbott when I saw him on my most recent trip to McAllen, and I did thank him for his support in law enforcement and joint tasks operations in our community. I also want to thank Congressman Henry Cuellar for his advocacy in funding these programs to assist our first responders. I would like to also share with the public that the fact that we're a model example in how one of the largest ports in the world can be a functional model for safety. And this is attributed to our incredible local, state, and federal binational collaborations. Now, sometimes people are not aware of the incidents that might happen in our sister city, but having a great relationship with our Mexican counterparts, Alcaldesa Carmen Lilia Cantu Rosas, and her administration, we are always informed and are prepared. But most importantly, I do want to thank Chief Rodriguez, and the Laredo Police Department and the Fire Department for their dedication and sacrifice to this community. And as mayor, I will always continue to support the core function of our government because safety of our community is a priority. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mayor. Next, we have our Mayor Pro Tem and Council Member for District 5, Mr. Ruben Gutierrez Jr., who continues to lead also initiatives that prioritize the well-being of our community.
Thank you so much. As said by in one of my favorite movies, Coming to America, I'm very happy to be here. I'm home. This is home to me. Laredo Police Department is home. And to the men and women in blue, thank you. And thank you, Chief Rodriguez, for your leadership, and your staff done a fantastic job coming to. Keeping this city the safest city in Texas is so important and it's vital to us here. It's something that these men and women do day in and day out. They don't think twice about responding to certain situations, and it's something we need to give them gratitude for. Congressman Cuellar, I want to say thank you to you, sir, because without your leadership up in Washington, we certainly wouldn't have the funding to have these collaborations between local departments, federal departments, and even state departments. So I need to say thank you so much for all you do for us. This is important. Technology is important. Funding is important, because without the funding, we wouldn't continue with the technology that we have moving forward. The community is very important as well, too. Without the community's help, calling the police department, calling 911, calling the regular number to report certain things going on in the community, we wouldn't have these statistics. So because the community is involved, the community working together with the police department, with its council, with its mayor, makes this work, makes this city the safest city in Texas. and ranks among, I think, the 21st safest city in the entire United States, according to this Walla Hub study. This speaks volumes for the city of Laredo, what we've done and what we will continue to do. And just know that the mayor and council is behind our law enforcement because, as the mayor mentioned, this is paramount. Safety to our community is paramount. We are always here looking out for our citizens. Thank you very much, Laredo PD. Congratulations. Thank you for the good work.
Thank you, Councilmember. We also wanted to give the opportunity to also speak to Councilmember for District 7, Ms. Vanessa Perez.
Good morning, everyone. Just want to thank you, Mayor, for hosting this press conference, Congressman for always being here, and of course, everyone else for being here as well. PD, I want to say congratulations to you. This is an amazing statistic for our community. Chief Rodriguez, you're doing a fantastic job. I know that council had no doubt in your leadership abilities, and I think we're seeing that with every accomplishment and every accolade, and of course your staff and your team is amazing. To the men in blue, men and women in blue, thank you all for what you all do for the community. It's not easy, and of course to the families as well. This is not just the officer, this is the families as well that have to support their changing of their schedules, and it's not easy, and of course you never know if your loved one is gonna get in trouble, get hurt, or get, unfortunately things happen, and they're out there protecting us day in and day out, 24/7. Also wanna give credit to the fact that, we're a very busy border city, the biggest port in the country, and we're the safest city. I mean, that's amazing. And not only that, but for tourism, people who wanna come to Laredo, you don't have to worry about crime, right? Really, I mean, you're gonna be able to walk around. You're not gonna have to worry about your safety down here. I remember when we went to Washington in March, I was very nervous. You can see Washington's statistics on there. I was like, oh, I know it's our capital, I know, but there's a lot of crime. So people don't have to worry about that with Laredo. You can come to Laredo, you're gonna be safe down here. It's great. So again, just want to thank everybody for all their work, and of course, just to the citizens of Laredo also, just know that we're working hard for you all every day.
Thank you, Councilmember. Before I bring our congressman up here to speak, I would also give the opportunity to Councilmember District 1, the Honorable Gilbert Gonzalez.
Good morning, and thank you, first of all. I want to thank the mayor for appointing me in the Public Safety Committee, which I've learned a lot, and together with the chiefs, we strategize. They bring back all the input, and that's when we become ready during our council meetings and during budgets to support, law enforcement. This brings us a long way. So we keep saying continue and continue and continue and continue to grow. But what we really need to continue funding and supporting law enforcement here at our border city and in Laredo. It's all about consistency. We need the consistency there. We know for many years Congressman Henry Guerra has been a strong supporter, a strong advocate of Laredo and Webb County law enforcement. So we need that consistency there. We need the consistency level with the mayor and with our colleagues. So let's make sure, and of course, Chief, hopefully we can get many, many years from you here as well, because with this consistency attracts, is the community wins always. So again, thank you so much. These stats are the results of a lot. I appreciate those stats, Congressman, and let's continue to do a job for Laredo. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilmember. We're also joined by, we mentioned, Congressman Henry Cuellar, who last week made a significant announcement regarding the COPS grants here last week here at Laredo Police, which will further support also our law enforcement efforts. Please, Congressman, come to the podium.
Thank you so much. And Ruben, I thought your favorite movie was Willy Wonka, and the quote was, "We're the music makers and the dreamers of dreams." So I thought that was the quote you were going to use. But Coming to America is a great movie. I love Eddie Murphy. But first of all, Let me say to all of you, I'm sorry, but a few minutes late, we were talking about Bridge 45 and a new bridge application, Mayor, that got filed here in our area. So there's another bridge application, we'll talk about that and how that might impact, because I know a lot of funding goes to the policemen, so keep that in mind. Monies from the bridges do support a lot what we do here. So Mayor, Ms. Marquez, it's always a pleasure being here with you. We appreciate your leadership, appreciate everything you do, appreciate the work that you all do, appreciate it because remember, Laredo was never one of those defund the police cities like they did in other places. In our area, as you know, Chief and men and women here, Laredo's a big supporter of law enforcement. It's in our culture. We believe in law enforcement. We believe in our military, and it's very, very different, and maybe this is why we have different figures. The COPS program, I want to thank y'all. Y'all went up there to DC, y'all made your case, and it works. I think it was 2 years in a row, 40 policemen that would be hired in 2 police times, and over our years, I think it was 243 policemen that have been hired under the COPS program, so it's a good program. From here, we're gonna rush out, I believe, over to the sheriff's office because a program that I started back in 2008, Stone Garden, bring money to law enforcement. We'll be announcing the $4 million. I know the sheriff works out something where, well, I'll let y'all talk about the money. I think I know what it is, but I'll let you talk about it. But a good chunk of money goes over to the police and the other law enforcement. So there'll be extra money coming in from Stone Garden that can be used for overtime. Can be used for equipment, and again, it's a good win-win situation. All I want to do is just point out a couple of figures, and Mayor, you're right. I don't like it when we get people running for governor, or for Senate, or for president, where they come down to the border, take a few photos, and then they leave, and then they attack the border. You know, they talk about how dangerous the border is, but I think they need to take care of their own backyards, whether it's in Austin or whether it's in Washington. And I don't think I have the Austin, but Austin is actually more dangerous than Laredo is itself per 100,000, both in crime and murder. So I think people need to take care of their own backyards so they don't come here and attack us and make it very difficult. A lot of people think that the border is very dangerous. So what I want to do is, and I think you've seen this, if you look at it, New Orleans, well, first of all, the murder rate, the national this year is 5.7 murders per 100,000. You see what, New Orleans, 52, almost 53 murders per 100,000. You look at Washington, and you're right, it is dangerous. You can ask me about carjackings and guns. They don't hold like this, they did this. And in Washington, it's almost 39 murders per 100,000. So somebody asked me one time, one of the media asked me, how dangerous is the border? I said, well, the most dangerous thing about the border is when I leave Laredo and come to work. Not the politics, but the crime over there. Cleveland, Ohio, I didn't use Springfield, but I used to know one close by. You see 38, almost 39 murders per 100,000. Oklahoma City, which is one of those more rural areas of the country, higher than where we are, almost 9 murders per 100,000. And then you go on. Then you have the border communities, and the 2 lowest, you have El Paso, McAllen. They're all under the 5.7 national rate. And if you look at Laredo and look at Rio Grande, which I'm heading there later on today, you look at it that the border communities are safer than the other cities. So take care of your own backyards before you come and bash the border. Finally, over the years, and Chief, this is important and for the council, if you look at over the years, we've been doing this more than 9-10 years. We've been doing this stats because I wanted to show what the border was. But you can see the national murder rate is the orange, and then Laredo is the blue. 2015, and it goes back further, but I went 2015, Laredo's safer than the national murder rate. 2016, Laredo's lower. 2017, Laredo's lower. 2018, Laredo's lower. Same thing in 2019, there was That was a very good year. Much lower than the national, same thing in 2020, same thing in 2021, Laredo safer, and it goes on to the last figures that we had, 2023, and then you have the national murder rate in Laredo. So year after year, it shows that the work that the men and women for the police and the other local law enforcement and the backing that the mayor and the city council have been providing funding for police has been very, very consistent. And at the end of the day, this is what counts, it's a safe city. So Mayor, I wanna say to you, to the city council, to the Laredo Police, congratulations for having one of the safest cities in the country. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Congressman. Finally, it's my pleasure to introduce Chief of Laredo Police, Chief Miguel Rodriguez.
Thank you. Good morning. Very, very excited to be here this morning. I do want to say that it is an honor to be the chief of this awesome, amazing organization. It's an honor every time that I come in and I see the people that come in and work in their uniform, taking off from the stations and making sure that our public remains safe. You know, it's just an honor. And then it also, you know, reminds me of when I first joined PD, right? And what we used to do. And it's always about them. It's always about the men wearing the uniform. It's always about the detectives solving crimes. And we need to continue pushing that note, right? But I do want to thank everybody that's here today. I want to thank the mayor, strong advocate, supporter for PD, always there. And really, Mayor, I don't even know how you do it, you're everywhere. So to catch up to you, it's kind of hard now, so right. So, Congressman Cuellar, thank you for always supporting PD. I know
I'm just
40.
trying to keep up with the mayor, he is there.
Yes, you know, but I do want to thank you for always supporting PD. You know, 243 cops, you know, it's not easy. It's not an easy task to get them here. So thank you for that. And of course, our city council, you know, every single one of you, you know, you're always supporting. But I can tell you this, that the Public Safety Committee that is here today, it just shows to everyone the strong support that we have at this level. And when we talk about statistics, we talk about the current crime trends, they're always on top of it. And even before the meeting, they're texting, Chief, send me this, send me that, and it's being sent to them, so we make sure that we have a productive meeting. And more than anything is, what can we take back to council to give you the help that you need? So I do want to thank each and every one of you for taking the time every time that we meet. Ruben, even when, I want to talk about Ruben because when I send the text about a major incident in the city, Ruben is within seconds, he'll text me back, do we have the suspect? Is it cartel related? So all these questions within seconds, the other one is Gilbert and then Vanessa. Within seconds is that question, right? Of course, the mayor, I never forget, I call you or I'll text you, but it's always, good job, Chief. And it's always a support, and always, I'm very grateful for that, Mayor, because I've talked to other chiefs in other cities, and it's not the same. And, you know, this year, for the media, I do want to say this, that we did get a little bit nervous. We've been tracking our statistics, we've been tracking our crime trends, and we were feeling that maybe we were gonna be out of the safest city. I'll tell you that, because of the crime trends and the growth of the city and where we were heading. Talking to other chiefs, they said the same thing, Chief, we're seeing the same thing, crime is rising. We're seeing, you know, burglary vehicles, burglary habitations, sexual assaults, murders. This is where we're heading, right? So when this came out, it was just a big relief. And I can tell you this, Laredo 21 in the whole country, Brownsville 32, El Paso 122. That says a lot about what we're doing here. We're doing the right thing. But this is all because of the men and women in blue. This is all because of the collaboration that we have with our county, state, and federal partners. We could not do this without them, and more than anything is our community that continues to report, that continues to believe in the police department, and making sure that we continue giving that service that they deserve, right? So I'll tell you also, I'm gonna give a big shout out to our fire department. This methodology that was used, it also takes into account EMT and fire trucks that we have. So a big shout out to them, and also I do wanna say this, that we're gonna continue pushing the note to make sure that we continue being the safest city. And the conversations right now that we're having are great conversations about our infrastructure for police department, and it's exciting, and I'm very excited for the future, because I think it's just gonna be better and better. So thank you, everybody, for being here. I know we have another press conference to go to, Congressman, and again, thank you, and we'll get an additional one-on-ones with everybody here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. This concludes our press conference, so I would like to thank everyone that was here present